never had any direction from nobody. I did anything I wanted to do. Absolutely no one told me what to do.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
And I could not wait when I was that young to get out of school and run down to the Boys and Girls Club. They had a boxing ring, I remember, ping pong, shuffleboard, and they had a great library. So they had something for everybody. But the main thing was the Boys and Girls Club gave me some direction. You know, there was people there that were teachers, and they teach you how to play ping pong, and whatever it was, books and so forth, direct you that way. Sit down with you and say what kind of books you want to read and this and that, and say, why don't you try this or do it this way? And maybe the biggest thing of the whole deal was that someone cared about me. They'd be like a mother and father to me at the Boys and Girls Club, you know what I mean, which I didn't get at home. And I've never forgotten it.
Season rides in this one game. There's a minute to play. The champion Celtics are trying to protect their 4-point lead. The score is Boston 100, Los Angeles 96.
Selvey in the front court, around Cousy. Selvey all the way, under the basket. Good, great play by Selvey. 198, 35 seconds. In the backcourt, Cousy. Cousy in the front court to Braun. Braun to Cousy. Cousy looks for somebody to give to. 30 seconds left. Over to Ramsey, intercepted by West. West on a breakaway. He'll try to go all the way. He does. Shot no good. The rebound is Selvey. Under the shot. Good! Lakers tie it up. It's 100 to 100. 20 seconds left. The ball into Braun. Boston timeout. This series has to go down in history. I think we could go the rest of our lives, Jack Creed. Never seen one like this. All right. The ball is out to Selvey. They'll try to get it in. They do to Hundley. 5 seconds. Hundley to Selvey. His jumper on the way. No good. Rebound Russell. The game's over. Overtime.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, for basketball thrills, you cannot beat this. Watch it in slow motion. It's over to Hundley. Back to Selvey from 17 feet. The World Championship on the way. It is 1 inch short.
Win the ball game. He was a great two-hand shooter, and he missed the shot. And I'll bet you if he went to take that shot again, he'd bet you $1,000 he'd make it. He was that great with it and had that much confidence in it, but he didn't make it, and that would have won the ball game.
How was the Laker locker room, Rod, after the game? What'd you say to Sells?
Well, you know, first of all, if I may check, you know, in that play, I had the ball right where Brown was hitting all those shots when I threw it to Frank. And, of course, that was an out-of-bounds play. We had 3 guards in the lineup, and I was the ball handler to handle the pass from Frank. And immediately I turned to look for West. And Jerry was covered by KC, and Frank was open. So I threw him the ball, and Frank unfortunately missed that shot, and we would have won it all. And I have played that play over many times, because if I had shot that ball and made it, maybe I'd have been the mayor instead of Yorty at that time. So I go in the dressing room, and here's Frank, like all of us. We got our heads down. We're very sad. And Frank feels worse than any of us. And there's a tear in his eye, and they said, somebody's got to cheer him up. So I went over to Frank, and I said, Frank, don't worry about a thing. You only cost us $30,000.
In my pro career, but we had great teams. We lose to the Celtics 4 times in the finals. Then I go in under broadcasting with Chick Hearn, and I was with that team in '68 and '69 as Chick Hearn's analyst. Boston beat us both games there. So right there, 6 championships I was in, and Boston beat us every time. I hate the Celtics.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rod Hundley. We welcome you here on a night that should make history, as John Stockton needs but 11 assists to become the all-time assist leader in the history of the NBA. Angle left. Stockton behind Chambers, left to right. Stockton penetrates over to Chambers. He's open. Shot. Up. Good. Chambers from Stockton. He needs one more. 47-25. Even went out, buddy. So Antoine Clark comes out. and they applaud the mailman. They want Karl Malone to get the bucket from John Stockton to break the record held by Magic Johnson. Second set in the first half. Jazz ball. They lead 47-25. John Stockton needs 1 assist to break the record that he's now tied with Magic Johnson of 9,921 assists. Stockton with the ball front court left. He looks to Karl Malone. He's got him low. The mailman jumps it. Shot up. It's there. He did it. He did it. John Stockton to Karl Malone. John Stockton with 11 assists. They're on their feet. A new NBA assist king of the NBA. John Stockton. The crowd going crazy. Illegal.
Russell to Stockton. Stock for three. Stock got it. Unbelievable. John Stockton. John Stockton. It's over. The Jazz win it.
Moments ago, they hung the jersey of number 33. Hot Rod Hundley, a legendary player, only the second one they've ever retired here at West Virginia.
And a character. I mean, this guy has enjoyed life. Spectacular showman. And how about this one, huh? Give him the hook. The Rod playing to his minions.
Big night for all the Jazz fans. So many of us grew up listening to your golden tones on radio and television. I'm so honored tonight to be a part of this franchise. I'm honored to stand here. Our relationship goes back to 1985, and it's my pleasure to hand you the microphone, the one and only Hot Rod Hundley.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is one of those rare moments that you get to be honored like this. And I'm so deeply involved in trying to understand what this all means to me. And the people in the great state of Utah, who you can walk everywhere down the street and people come up and say hello. Let's go Jazz. You gotta love it, baby. And those things are part of my life. I've been all over the state of Utah, and people being around everybody, all walks of life, and all of them have time to stop and say hello and talk about the Jazz. And it's been a big part of my life, obviously. I started with the Jazz down in New Orleans in 1974, and I had the honor of broadcasting for Pistol Pete Maravich, the late Pistol, who was one of the greatest players of all time. And then on to Salt Lake City some 5 years later. Came into Salt Lake in 1979 and started our first year of 30 years here. And again, I was so taken by the flight in, coming from New Orleans to Salt Lake City, and I looked at the mountains snow-capped, and the streets wide and clean, and the weather, no humidity. I said, this is my kind of town. And I am so proud for being a part of this, and you people have made my day. I love every one of you. God bless you, and let's get on with the program. Thank you.
Hot Rod Hundley. The time has come, and Hot Rod, with your family, like to gather around. You will soon join the likes of Pistol Pete, Frank Layden, Daryl Griffith, the big fella, Mark Eaton, Horny, Jeff Hornacek, the one and only Stock, the one and only Malone, Adrian Dantley, and now Hot Rod Hundley.
You're simply the best.
Hot Rod, thanks for all the memories.